I will show you a mystery that God showed me about the wine that the world is drunk with. We all wake up from sleep and everybody on their phone. The whole world is looking. It's as though we are all trapped in a simulation. Everybody must be looking. And then they keep feeding you. And now if you discover the feeds are so polluted that you will scroll through 5 sexual contents before you find one funny content. Even the funny contents now are now sexually associated. Everything is trying to arouse a certain kind of lust, because the fuel of the corruption and the drunkenness of this world is the lust of the people. For some people, their heart needs to see like 100 pictures of girls in pants before their defense breaks. To some, it's only 10. You see, you shout Jesus, Jesus. The question is, learn not to go there anymore. Because you would have to block 10 before you see one funny something. That everything is sexually oriented. There's a spirit that wants to keep men drunk. And then the Lord told me, he said, not too many people have awakened from the drunkenness of that spirit. Many people look down. How many people look up? Only very few people in this world. And that's what the Antichrist wants. He wants the attention of everyone to be gotten. Your life, your money, your finance, your work, everything is on the internet. There are some people that they don't know how to talk physically, but when they come online, so the internet has become an oracle of their voice. They don't know how to make relationships physically. Marriage now is done through simulation, dating, simulation. Everything, the middleman called the internet must be there to super. Meanwhile, the Antichrist at the data collecting stage, and he will soon be done with his data collecting stage. Then he will enter into the human depopulation stage. 2025, the beginning of the human depopulation stage will begin. If you want to know that you're already living in the fallen world, and that the Antichrist system is already 90% set upon this world, just say, I will not give my data to anything. You will live in the Stone Age while you are in the 21st century. That's when you will know that your life is now in their hands. Just say, I will not give my data for my. You will not be able to use bank, POS, anything, internet. You will be cut out of their system. So if your life has been built to survive on them, woe to you. If you have nothing outside what the Antichrist gives to you, then woe to you. If you have no farm, that even though internet shut down today, you can go to your farm and you know how to plant cassava and corn, then woe to you. Because this is what the Antichrist will do. When the data of this world is synchronized in their system, and the people they cannot reach is depopulated, a great pain is going to come upon this world, because they will determine the value of your money. You have 2 billion, they can make that 2 billion worth only 2,000 naira if they want to. Your whole life will be determined by them. If you travel, your movement will be determined. There's data collection. The world God created, everyone could roam freely upon the earth, could move, but now the world the Antichrist has made is a world that is a prison. The only liberty you have is in the spirit. So it's only in the spirit. So even though like Ezekiel, you are in captivity by the river Kebal, your spirit is alive in God. Learn to survive outside the metrics. Learn to survive. This world craves so much for validation. You upload something, you are checking how many people liked it. You are looking for validation. You see, the metrics has made in such a way that your self-worth is now gotten by the likes that the metrics show to you. You don't understand the craft of what I'm saying. So somebody will be depressed because he puts something out there and only 3 people likes it. And he will not know that there's a whole family on ground, there's a whole friends, a whole community that love him physically. But because the internet has told you your value is what you see in internet, and you've built your life around it, if you see 4 likes, you become depressed. You see 20 views, you begin to feel less of yourself. Meanwhile, there are real human beings that love you, believe in what you are doing on the internet. When God began to speak to me about the drunkenness, I now understood why Babylon, the mother of harlots, sits upon many waters and gets the king drunk with the wine of her fornication. And then the people are made to drink of that same wine. And then the whole world is drunk. And they will do it in such a way that you will be forced to use their system. Whatever system they recommend to this world now, since the large amount of, you see this I'm saying now, I'm getting feedback in the spirit. This kind of thing, if they post it, it will not travel. Because the system will not want you to expose it. This thing we're doing now, we have viruses in that system. So prepare. The human depopulation stage is coming. It's coming. It's coming. But may our dwelling place be Goshen. Our dwelling place. May it not be their banks, may it be Goshen. May it not be their bands, may it be Goshen. May it be Goshen. We're in the era of smart house. My house is a smart house. Sometimes I pick my phone and I discover that up there you see your camera, what they call it, your mic on, the sign of your mic will be there. So your phone is listening on you. Have you ever tried to sign up on something and they say verify if you are not a robot? Have you ever seen that? And then they say click on the pictures of bicycle. You don't know that that thing you are clicking on is a contract you're signing. You are giving them right and access to your phone. It's not picture. How will a robot be telling you to verify if you're a human being? Have you seen that kind of error before? Why are you interested in human beings? A robot is telling you to verify if you are not a robot. So how are we going to do about you who is a robot? And then you click all those things, some 3, some 4, some 5. All is you are giving access. You think you are just clicking mark. No, you are telling them, okay, I permit this one. You don't know what is under that picture. What you are seeing is the back of the picture. You don't know whether, okay, permission to use your camera, permission to use your microphone, permission to use this one, and then you give them all that access because they are looking for Jesus. Let God speak to our generation. And then you go on your normal way. You don't know that as we are talking about suit, then all of a sudden you start seeing suit advert everywhere. You say, okay, I want to buy bicycle of my children. All of a sudden on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere is bicycle advertisement they are showing you. You see the image of the beast is already being trained. They already. Meanwhile, the image of the beast and its intelligence will be AI. It will learn independent and get to a point where humans cannot control it. It would have learned. That image of the beast will be able to speak your local dialect. It will learn. Today now on Facebook, if they write something in Arabic, you just write, tap, translate. That's all. So it means the AI now has learned many languages. Oh my God. Let me not just say these things. When you see us fighting, Google wants to know where you are, your live location, your this, your that. Your whole life is being studied. Your whole life is being studied. And just in case you're okay, prophet, I'm scared of this thing. Let me delete my data from there. Do you think they deleted your data? If you close your Facebook account now, do you think your account has been deleted? It's still there. It's in the database. Forever, permanently, is there. What is the solution? Let the children of God now make their own platform so that a massive exodus will happen. But the problem with the children of God is that they are first of all profit-oriented. So there's no vision. Nobody will stand up and say, okay, meanwhile, if it's vision, Satan will fight. It will not fly. You will be fought on all quarters. The same way some of us are being fought. We are speaking a financial revolution. Nobody's supporting. For every day I wake up is one battle, another battle. But God has assured me. You now discover that to exercise the dominion of the kingdom is not inside church, it's in the territory. Worship, fellowship, impartation inside church, but dominion is outside church. Create social media so that we can gather there. Social media that prays 12 midnight every day. Social media that before you sign in, you must compulsorily study one scripture for 2 minutes. It will be there. You can't do anything until you. Social media that will help Christians to gather. Only people like Pastor Chris ahead of their generation. All we think of, don't worry, when they bring it, we'll look for a way to use it for Jesus Christ. There will be a time you cannot use it for Jesus Christ. Can you go to a pornographic site and say, no, you are looking for a way to preach to the people there? He gave gifts unto men. Oh my God. So he told me, he said, the year of dominion 2025. Dominion. When the powers of this world begins to exercise dominion on the territory. He said that's when the people are going to know that the Antichrist is fully alive and his image is already almost complete in his studies. The image is already complete. Very soon, Google Maps will be in your villages. Yes, you won't be able to hide. They will know your village. They'll be there. No, these people are making life easy for us. No, sir. They are not. Google Map will be there. So you can't run to the village. The image of the beast will be there. They will triangulate your location and the image of the beast will drop there. Meanwhile, from the vision I saw, this artificial intelligence, this mind that's going to be stored into robotic bodies. Meanwhile, can I tell you something? Can you handle this? Oh my God. Meanwhile, the intelligence is what is going to produce that which will be intelligent, not humans. Do you understand that? I know it doesn't make sense. The intelligence is going to produce that which is intelligent, and is going to give power to that which is intelligent to carry out its will. So machine will build a kind of machine that will carry out its will, not a human being. A human being's intelligence is limited. It's not a human being that will build it. A machine will program a structure that will be flexible enough to carry out its will. And then the machine will give birth to an intelligence installed in the drive of that intelligence. And that machine, when it comes out, a human figurehead will put to claim the glory of that invention. And it will be nice to those who are already in the system, and very, very, very harsh to those who are not in the system. It will frustrate them, and the frustration will grow to a point where this machine will now be given license to kill. And in those days, those people who refuse to join that system will be seen as the virus of that system. So human beings will applaud the killing of the saints. They will applaud it. That's how oh my God, that's how degraded the minds of human beings will become. Reprobate. This thing I'm saying by the Lord. You see it happen. It's not logical thinking. He said, that's why I'm giving you a time, 2025, the year of dominion. This next phase, which is supposed to be the final phase, the human depopulation, to bring them to fighting capacity. So in those days, bishops, when God begins to come to this world, bishops they will take gun to go and fight, because they will say, let's close.